Donnie! What's up, Donnie?
Hey, man, not much, man. Not much. Coming off of a tremendous night at Hot Shots last night, I'm on a little bit of a personal high.
All right,
Well,
well,
that's
listen.
not good.
We have been very excited for the Weekend Rage today because you were so fired up yesterday, and it sounds like there was a lot that happened over the course of all the ho-ho shows that we did that got you to this point of just pure aggravation.
Yes.
So I can't wait. Let's just get into it. Donnie Fandango heard middays here on The Point from 10 to 2, and a guy who, if it wasn't for this segment, and if it wasn't for his appointments with his shrink, would no doubt blow up the building someday.
Yeah, no kidding. And the Donnie's Weekend Rage segment brought to you by our friends at Supplement Superstores. Not just a store, it's an education.
All right. Donnie, what's going on this week?
You know one thing I don't understand about my parents, and I love Don and Deb with every fiber of my soul, but every time that it rains or it snows, my parents never, ever put down any salt. So every time I go over there where there's any bit of precipitation on the ground and it's freezing, I gotta worry about busting my ass. Listen, Don, Deb, I'll put the salt down for you. Just get the salt, for God's sakes, before I take a spill, because you know what? I'll sue you. I'll do it. That's my inheritance money there, so it really doesn't matter. All right? I don't get this. I don't understand why it's only me that I'm pretty sure that this happens to all of the time. But the other night, coming home from My Chemical Romance, or was it Cake? It would have been Cake. It's sleeting outside. Why people have to drive like F-tards, either too fast or too slow, and also too, in the same breath, I think all dudes that drive Mitsubishi Eclipses are probably douchebags. All right? I think we can all probably agree on this too. All right? I had this guy so close to me the other night when the weather was crappy, I could not see his headlights. I could not see his headlights.
That close, tailgating.
That close, and it's sleet outside. We are going over the overpass, getting from 170 to 270, going to North County, and I can't see this idiot's headlights. All right? Why does this keep happening to me? It's like Jesus is giving me some kind of test that I'm failing every single time, and when it happens, I feel like the Hulk. I was in such a good mood. Mary and I are just talking about the show, and then all of a sudden it happens, and it just, this rage just builds up inside of me, and I road rage like crazy, and I flip this guy off, and I want to take him out of the car and kick his ass, and it made Mary super pissed at me because I got so mad. But why does it happen to me? I know I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's setting me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't mean to be a conspiracy.
Donnie's got a short fuse. Let's mess with him.
Let's poke the snake with a stick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. You guy in the Mitsubishi that's got the tinted windows and was doing that to me the other night, you can royally kiss my ass. All right? Here's the big thing of the week, and this is really all I have. All right? Dearest Middle Class Rut, a rock band that we play from time to time on this radio station. I know it's tough being a rock band. I know it's tough being interviewed by someone who genuinely likes your band and wants to spread the word. And I know asking you to wait 5 minutes for an interview that you're already early for is just earth-shaking and awful to ask of any two human beings that don't have a set to play for 2.5 hours. But I totally deserved the worst interview of all time that you gave me. I totally deserved all the short answers. I totally deserved your manager giving my girl trouble for us not being at the interview when we were still there 10 minutes before we were even ever supposed to talk to you. You all three, the two of you in the band and you, Mr. Band Manager for Middle Class Rut, can suck a fat one. And that's not all for these D-bags either, all right? So later during their set, Middle Class Rut is playing, and it's very early in their set. The guy's kick drum breaks, okay? When it's a two-piece band, this is obviously a very big deal for the band. What does the guy do? He essentially storms off the stage in a huge, gigantic hissy fit. One of the guys from the pageant runs up to the Brook Royal dressing room, says, "Guys, we need a kick drum." And the Brook Royal guys busted their ass to go in the very front of their trailer, dig through all of their stuff to get Middle Class Rut a kick drum so that they could finish their set. A very nice thing to do. What do you think Middle Class Rut said about Brook Royal during their set? Nothing. Not a thank you, not an anything. Later, after the set was over, one of the guys from Middle Class Rut says to Cornbread, the drummer for Brook Royal, hey, were you the guy that gave me the kick drum? Cornbread answers, yes. This guy's response, I wouldn't have done the same thing myself. And then walks off. Doesn't say thank you, doesn't say anything. What a total dick move. And you were a band that I liked. I wanted people to know who you were. I thought you were talented. I liked your two-piece indie rock sort of thing. But man, that thing just breaks it. Let me tell you something, young bands. Do whatever kind of promotion that you can do that makes sense for your band. If someone is playing your song, for Jesus' sake, be nice to them. Answer their questions, all right? If the interviewer isn't doing a great job and it's not a big place or it's even a small place, don't worry about that. That's not for you to worry about. Be cool, all right? Don't let it shake you. Be yourself, but understand, I am trying to help you. So you being nice to me is a necessary sort of thing. I am trying to ask you questions that your fans want to know about, that people might want to know about, that getting to know you. And if you're not going to answer, or if you're going to answer with one-word answers, you're not doing me any favors, and you're certainly not doing yourself any favors. That's my big kicking the balls this week in the Weekend Rage. And also, too, this is the last thing I got for you today, and I totally forgot about this. I saw as Zach Galifianakis would say, a retard in Steak and Shake the other day, wearing an orange jacket like that the road crews wear, like a hazard jacket. Have you ever seen that before? I thought that was a really super mean thing to do, and I think that we should probably make that illegal, because I don't think...
Like as a fashion statement?
No, I think it's like a...
Like somebody dressed him up.
Like, hey, this guy rocks a little crooked. I don't necessarily... I think we should all be sort of careful around it. I thought that might have been one of the meanest things that I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Ladies and gentlemen...
Donnie, what about the guy from Middle Class Rut that sent your girlfriend to go get some water?
Oh, yeah, that's the manager of the band. Yeah, you guys have met Mary.
Yeah,
maybe one of the nicest girls of all time.
Lady.
To put up with my nonsense, you got to be pretty nice. But he gives her attitude when we're not there 10 minutes before the interview is supposed to start. She gives him attitude about us taking pictures. She gives him attitude about going to get her water. My girl did not go and get that jackass water, and nor would she ever, and if she did, I would be pissed off. But yes, that is it. That is my Weekend Rage. Happy holidays, everybody.
How you feeling, Donnie?
I feel good.